Whew, as we go in, this little female is from a friend of mine, Sammy Stokes. And I can't remember how she's bred, but I'm sure she has everything she has a touch of moss or a little bit of king in it. And this dog actually acts like it's got king in it. It is a wired sucker. And I don't know if you've seen that same thing or not, Jeff, and you can answer this on like the overview of things, but like those king dogs are, and this is why I brought these goats in right here. Okay, we're gonna find out if this dog's capable of handling that pressure. And so far, she's saying, I can. But she is a wired sucker, and she's kind of borderline neurotic, and I love her. But, you know, we got to get that under control if she's ever going to be capable, because she's always ready to rumble at the drop of a hat. And that's why she's on a leash, because every time I think she's trained, if there's a loose piece of stock, then I'm just running full speed catching her. So we're not to that point yet. My goal is to get there when we're out of the pen to not be on a leash. But this is going to be exciting if we go in. So I'm just trying to get her to hold the gate, and that's going to be hard to do with these goats challenging her. Now, okay, I stop her. Now I got to go to her hip to call her off, make it her decision to come to me. Ruby, good girl, she made that decision. So I'm not freaking out. All that dog's telling me is that she thinks it's always time to work. And I can't, this is just what she's telling me, is it's always time to work in her mind. And until we resolve that, there's not a whole lot of use until I feel like I can at least get to that rake and approach that stock. So we'll go side to side again. Good girl, good girl. She's not paying attention to me, so I'm just gonna tap her on the booty right there. She's still not paying attention, so I'm just gonna shuffle my feet through her. She went in. Good girl. So she just goes. We're not ready yet. So I'm going to go to her hip. Ruby. Ruby. Move to this hip. Good. And so she's making that decision to come to me, and that's okay. And I put pressure. So what she's telling me is when I put that pressure on her, she just broke mentally. She couldn't accept it, and she dove into the stock. So that told me a lot. Like, there's a lot going on in that mind, and what she's gonna do when she gets into a tight spot later down the road is she is just gonna blow things to pieces when it gets tight. So the foundation that I'm gonna set now in the big picture is gonna allow me to be successful. I could just go ahead and work this dog round and round, right? And that's what I wanna do, because that's so fun. But this isn't the fun part of dog training, but I feel like in the big picture, it's gonna set her up for success. Because when she goes home to Miss Sammy Stokes, I want Sammy with a product that she can work. Because up to this point, I mean, she's gonna go right through your herd of cattle and then bring them back with a full head of steam. And they're running that pounds of profit off, you know, and she's a butcher. She wants those suckers fat. That's what she makes her money on. And so again, I'm just gonna have to really